Video number 5, Property of Inverse Trigonometric Function for class 12th. Hello everyone, I am CS Nagar and this is my 5th video. In this video, we shall prove some properties of inverse trigonometric function. So, let's recall that if y is equal to sin inverse x, then sin y is equal to x, and if x is equal to sin y, then y is equal to sin inverse x. And this thing which is equivalent to sin of sin inverse x, which is equal to x, where x belongs to closed interval -1 to +1, and sin inverse of sin x, which is equal to x, and here x is an angle and which belongs to closed interval -90 to +90. Let's see the proof of first part. Taking LHS, since LHS is sin of sin inverse x and sin inverse x which is equal to y, so in place of sin inverse x write y, so it will be sin y. Now sin y which is equal to x, so this is x and that is RHS. Now since you know that sin x is equal to sin x, this sign transfer into left side, so it will be sin inverse of sin x on only x remaining. It is our second property. Okay, one more property here. Property number first, sin inverse of 1 by x, which is cosec inverse x, cos inverse of 1 upon x, which is equal to sec inverse x, and tan inverse 1 by x, which is equal to cot inverse x. Let's see the proof of first part. Let cos inverse x is equal to suppose y, and give equation number 1 also. This cosec inverse transfer into right side, so it will be only x is equal to cosec y. Write 1 in its denominator, so cosec y, which is x by 1, taking reciprocal, so it will be 1 by x, and this will be 1 upon cosec y. 1 upon cosec y, which is sin y. Now this sign transfer into left side, so it will be sin inverse 1 by x, which is equal to y. Now see in equation number 1, y is equal to cosec inverse x, and here y is equal to sin inverse 1 by x. So by 1 and 2 both are equal, so sin inverse 1 by x, which is equal to cosec inverse of x. Similarly, you can prove other parts also. Now second property, sin inverse of minus x, which is equal to minus sin inverse x, tan inverse of minus x, which is equal to minus tan inverse x, and cosec inverse of minus x, which is equal to minus cosec inverse x. Let's see the proof of first part. Sin inverse of minus x is equal to suppose y, and give equation number star. Sin inverse transfer into right side, so x is equal to minus x is equal to sin y. Now this minus sign also transfer into right side, so x is equal to minus sin y. Now since PVB of sin inverse function, which is -90 to +90, all negative value which belongs to fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant we have formula sin of minus theta, which is minus sin theta. So minus sin y, this is minus sin y replaced by sin of minus y. So x is equal to sin of minus y. Now this sign transfer into left side, so it will be sin inverse x equal to minus y, but y which is equal to sin inverse of minus x from equation number star. So in place of y write sin inverse of minus x. Now minus sin inverse of minus x transfer into left side, and this sin inverse transfer into right side, so it will be positive sin inverse of minus x, and this sin inverse transfer into right side, it will be negative, so minus sin inverse x. So this is our first property, sin inverse of minus x, which is equal to minus sin inverse x. Similarly, you can prove other parts also. Now property number 3. Property number 3 is cos inverse minus x, which is pi minus cos inverse x, sec inverse of minus x, which is pi minus sec inverse x, and cot inverse of minus x, which is pi minus cot inverse x. Cos inverse, sec inverse, and cot inverse, once again remember that the PVB of these three invertible function, which is 0 to pi. So let's see the proof of first part. Let cos inverse of minus x is equal to y. Once again cos inverse transfer into right side, so only minus x is equal to cos y, or x is equal to minus cos y. Minus cos y, since cos is negative and cos negative which is in second quadrant, and in second quadrant we have formula cos of 180 minus theta, cos of pi minus theta, which is minus cos theta. So we have minus cos y, we have minus cos y, it means minus cos theta. So in place of minus cos theta, write pi minus theta, so it is pi minus y. Now cos transfer into left side, so it will be cos inverse x, only pi minus y remaining. Now from equation number star, y which is cos inverse minus x, so in place of y write cos inverse minus x. Now cos inverse minus x transfer into left side, and this cos inverse x transfer into right side. So cos inverse of minus x, which is equal to pi minus cos inverse x, and similarly you can prove the other parts. Now property number 4, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x, which is pi by 2, same as tan inverse x plus cot inverse x, also pi by 2, and cosec inverse x plus sec inverse x, also pi by 2. So let's see the proof of first part. Since sin inverse x is equal to y, so x is equal to sin y. Sin y, it means cos 90 minus theta, which is sin theta. So in place of sin y write cos 90 means pi by 2 minus y. Now this cos transfer into left side, so it will be cos inverse x equal to pi by 2 minus y. Now in place of y, from equation number star write sin inverse x. Now this sin inverse x transfer into left side, so it will be positive. So sin inverse x plus cos inverse x, which is equal to pi by 2. Similarly you can prove other part also. Now property number 5th, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, which is equal to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus x into y, and same as tan inverse x minus tan inverse y, which is tan inverse x minus y upon 1 plus xy. It is like as tan a plus b, which is tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a into tan b. So let's see the proof of first part. Tan inverse x, which is suppose a, and tan inverse y, which is suppose b. So x is equal to tan a and y is equal to tan b. Now we know that tan of a plus b, which is tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a into tan b. In place of tan a write x, and in place of tan b write y. So this is x plus y upon 1 minus x into y. Now this tan transfer into right side, so it will be tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus x into y. And last step, in place of a which is tan inverse x, and b which is tan inverse y. So in place of a write tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, which is equal to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus x into y. Similarly you can prove second part also. Next, property number 6 is 2 times tan inverse x, which is sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square, 2 times tan inverse x, which is only cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square, 2 times tan inverse x, which is equal to only tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square, 2 times sin inverse x, which is sin inverse 2x under root 1 minus x square, and 2 times cos inverse x, which is cos inverse 2x square minus 1, and this is half the angle formula, and this is 1/3 angle formula. 3 times sin inverse x, which is sin inverse 3x minus 4x cube, 3 times cos inverse x, which is cos inverse 4x cube minus 3x, and one more 3 times tan inverse x, which is tan inverse 3x minus x cube upon 1 minus 3x square, and one more sin inverse x, which is cos inverse under root 1 minus x square, and cos inverse x, which is equal to sin inverse under root 1 minus x square. If you want to interchange sin inverse and cos inverse mutually, then we can use these two formulas. Now let's see the proof of first formula. First, which is 2 times tan inverse x is equal to sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. So let tan inverse x is equal to theta, then x is equal to tan theta. Now taking RHS, RHS is sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. So this is RHS. In place of x, write tan theta. 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, which is the formula of sin 2 theta. Sin inverse and sin cancel out, so only 2 theta remaining, and in place of theta write tan inverse x, because theta is equal to tan inverse x. So it is 2 times tan inverse, that is LHS. So RHS, which is equal to LHS. Similarly, you can prove second and third part. Second part, which is 2 times tan inverse, which is equal to cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square, and 2 times tan inverse, which is tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. Now let's see the proof of fourth part. Fourth part, that is 2 times sin inverse, which is sin inverse 2x under root 1 minus x square. So once again, let sin inverse x, which is equal to theta. So x is equal to sin theta. Sin theta, it means p by h. So here p, which is x, and h, that is 1. So by using Pythagoras, we will find base, and base is under root 1 minus x square. Now cos theta, which is b by h. So under root 1 minus x square upon 1, it means only under root 1 minus x square. Now since we know that sin 2 theta, which is 2 sin theta into cos theta, so sin 2 theta equal to 2 sin theta, which is only x, sin theta, which is only x, and cos theta, which is under root 1 minus x square. Now this sign transfer into right side, so it will be sin inverse 2x under root 1 minus x square, and in place of theta write sin inverse x, because theta, which is sin inverse x. So 2 times sin inverse x, which is only sin inverse 2x under root 1 minus x square, known as half the angles formula. One more method, by taking RHS. Sin inverse 2x under root 1 minus x square. Since sin inverse x, which is theta, so x is equal to sin theta. So in place of x, write sin theta. It will be 2 sin theta into under root 1 minus sin square theta, and under root 1 minus sin square, it means cos theta, and 2 sin theta into cos theta, that is sin 2 theta. Sin inverse and sin cancel out, only 2 theta remaining, and last, in place of theta write sin inverse x, which is LHS. Similarly, you can prove other parts also. Now last property, property number 7, which is sin inverse x plus sin inverse y, which is sin inverse x under root 1 minus y square plus y under root 1 minus x square, and same as for minus sign. Now cos inverse x plus cos inverse y, which is cos inverse x into y minus under root 1 minus x square into under root 1 minus square 1 minus y square, and same as cos inverse x minus cos inverse y, that is only cos inverse x into y plus under root 1 minus x square into under root 1 minus y square. So let's see the proof of only first part. Sin inverse x, which is a, and sin inverse y, which is b. So sin inverse x is equal to a, then x is equal to sin a, x is equal to sin a, then cos a, which is under root 1 minus x square, same as previous question. Sin inverse y, which is b, so y is equal to sin b, then cos b, which is under root 1 minus y square. And let's see one more thing. Suppose this is angle a, then sin a, which is x upon 1, x upon 1 means p by h, so base is under root 1 minus x square. So cos a, it is under root 1 minus x square upon only 1, so this is only under root 1 minus x square, and same as here cos b. Since we know that sin of a plus b, which is sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, so in place of sin a it means x, write x. Cos b it means under root 1 minus y square, this is plus sign. Cos a it means under root 1 minus x square, and sin b it means y. Now this sign transfer into right side, so a plus b equal to sin inverse bracket close x under root 1 minus y square and y under root 1 minus x square. And last step, in place of a write sin inverse x, and in place of b write sin inverse y. And similarly you can prove second, third and fourth part. So thank you guys for watching this video. In next video we will do exercise 2.2. Okay, thank you.